Welcome to my second video in the 2 Point Hospital series. In my first video, I did the first star in Hogsport, which is the very first level of the game. If you watched my first video, thank you. If you notice, my voice is a little bit different. I actually woke up this morning. This was yesterday I did the first video. Today is actually the first day of the free weekend, so I actually wanted to knock out, totally coincidence, I had no idea they were going to do a free weekend, and I was like, oh, I'll just do a couple videos of the beginning of the game, and now I just realized that a lot of people will be playing the game potentially for the first time, starting from scratch, and might be looking for videos, so I figured I should knock out a few videos and try to get them out and get my channel officially launched right as this thing is happening right before Pebberly Beach launched. So anyway, my voice is a little different. I woke up this morning with with no voice at all. Actually woke up and was like, hello, and it was a little awkward. My voice is still not perfect. Ultimately speaking, on a normal day, I probably would not want to do this with my voice the way it is, but this is not a normal day since we have to get something done here before everything happens, so I'm just going to go continue. Alright, so we left off yesterday. I had just gotten the first star in Hogsport, as you can see here. I am not going to do the second star in Hogsport right now, and here's why. Because ultimately speaking, we got to come back and get all the stars anyway. There are a lot of things I want to do to this hospital before I spend any more time on it. Like, I want to upgrade the rooms, and I want to get, like, unlock certain things, and I want to have more kudosh so I can buy more stuff. And honestly, trying to beat the hospital sequentially, 1, 2, 3 stars, it's more trouble than it's worth in the beginning of the game when you haven't unlocked a bunch of stuff. It's actually easier to get about up to Mitten University, which I think is level 4 maybe. And that actually gives you the ability to unlock all kinds of crazy stuff and do all kinds of research and have all kinds of stuff, so that when you come back here, for example, you can completely make this hospital just ridiculous and you can crush the last 2 stars super quick. But for now, we're not going to do that, so we're actually going to go to the second hospital. So do that. You go down here in the corner where this little return to map 1 new level is. You see that? It shows up as 1 new level whenever you unlock a new level. So if we click that, we'll go here. Now, I clicked this before, so typically you'd have a little thing pop up and be like, hello, well done, blah blah blah, here's your new hospital. And so that's what happened, and I ignored it, and then here we are. So Lower Bollocks, which is number 2 in the series, so we're gonna go ahead and just get it started and see what happens here. Okay, welcome to Lower Bollocks. It's a lovely little village with a big problem. A significant proportion of the population believe themselves to be rock stars. There's only one thing that can cure this: psychiatry. Alright, excellent. Psychiatry, by the way, excellent room. It's great for diagnostics. It's an easy cure room. It's 3x3. It fits right in with the GP's offices. It's nice to really match them up side by side. Okay, only doctors with psychiatry qualification will be able to diagnose and treat people in the psych room. If you manage to find one, you should keep your eyes peeled for job applicants. Alright, so let's just go ahead and pause this. Alright, so first things first, I hate this hospital. Alright, here's the deal. If you watched my first video, you'll know that I play a certain way. One of the ways I play is I don't use benches. So first thing I'm going to do is sell these benches and take the money, because that's just an extra couple hundred for me. I'm going to sell plants, because plants suck. Let me explain that. So plants, much like drink machines, they require maintenance. You have to keep them up. If you don't keep them up, not only does their beauty actually detract in your hospital, it actually make your hospital less attractive, like in a negative way, but it also decreases the value of your hospital. Your hospital value goes up and down based on your maintenance. So in some levels later on where you need your hospital value to be high or to climb quickly, having anything at all that decreases value is just going to make it harder for you in the end. So let's get rid of all this extra stuff. I'm actually even going to sell this room, because this isn't even not only is it not optimized, but it's just a terrible shape. And let's take this guy, and you know what? We're going to put him right here. Why not? We're going to put this, just going to put it right here. It's fine. Let's get a water fountain. Now you can just change this stuff later, so it doesn't really matter where we put stuff right now. Okay, so let's rebuild the GP's office, because we do actually need one of those. No big deal. Boom, this. Alright, I spent a lot of time yesterday explaining stuff. It still only took 20 minutes to get the first star. And actually, I apologize for the end of that video. It turns out I was actually recording that video in like 4K. And I didn't realize it because you can't even upload that to YouTube. Like a 20-minute video was almost a gigabyte. It was just way too big. And I don't know why I didn't pay more attention. It was just ridiculous. Like, that video should have been 150 megs tops. So anyway, I changed the settings on this one. This one is now only recording in 720, which I know isn't fantastic, but it'll still look good on your phone. It'll still look decent on your computer. You can still follow along. You can still see me. And yes, I do have long hair, by the way. So that should be cool. But let's go ahead and just get started with this. I just want to make sure that we're all set up here. Okay, GP office. Haven't really unlocked anything else. Let's build that. Alright, psych room. So psych room is just another room on here. By the way, there is this cool filter button. You can filter diagnosis treatment facilities. Psych is considered diagnosis, and it's also considered treatment, as you can see, so is a ward. So it fulfills both purposes. You can designate one to be treatment only, or one to be diagnostic only. You don't have to do that, but you can do that. Alright, so optimal arrangement. So just like yesterday, there is an optimal arrangement for this, and that's putting the chair here, so it's pretty much as close to the door as will allow you to snap to the grid, wipe against the wall like that. And this chair will actually, for now, just go right there. Now that may look ridiculous, and it leaves the whole rest of this room open, but believe it or not, that's optimal. Remember, we can put stuff in the room, so let's go ahead and just slide a drinking fountain here. Now, notice I did not put a drinking fountain, for example, in the GP's office. And why is that? Because the GP actually spends all of his time in his chair. If he gets up for any reason, it's because he's about to sit down again in his chair. He doesn't need anything else in his room. GPs don't actually get up and do stuff in their rooms, and they're usually busy all the time, so it keeps them completely taken up with time. Alright, so we have that. Let's just press play. Let's check what doctors we have available. Technology. Hospital level 3. Okay, so first of all, remember those rules we changed? Okay, let's change those here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Policy. Yes. Push this down to nothing. No. Yes. Alright, perfect. That's cool. Easiest way to do this is just build a couple different rooms. So let us build a toilet. Just because we can. I'm going to do something crazy. You guys have never seen this trick before. This is another way to build a bathroom, by the way. That's pretty efficient. Oh, brilliant. It's like, yeah, you're welcome. Not in the middle. It's frustrating to me. Alright, cool. So there's your toilet. Let's build another room. We're gonna call this a staff room. Staff rooms can also be 2x3. Just to be really annoying, I'm gonna put it here. Why? Because ultimately it doesn't really matter where I put it, because it's just gonna go somewhere else. I'm just gonna show you how these things sometimes can work. Alright, and they're gonna need a drink. So, drinking fountain. Okay. Rockstar was discovered. Cool. That's a psychiatry illness. I do need to hire another doctor, though. No wasted skills. I also do want to build a ward, because remember, wards are actually really good for diagnosis. If you remember, 4x3 is the minimum size for a ward. And the optimal ward build.
Staff are asked to seem qualified.
Seem qualified. That's funny. Remember, I never heard this. I beat the whole game with no sound, so the first time I heard the sound in the game was literally yesterday, playing with sound for the very first time. Alright, let's see what this is. It's some sort of
Need
commercial.
some extra dough? Call Smell My Cash. Because an 80% interest repayment rate is nothing to sniff at.
Alright,
Smell My Cash.
verbal diarrhea. I need to get a
The
pharmacy.
desperate solution.
Alright, looks like I need one of these guys too, so...
This
Perfect!
is 2 Point Radio.
One of each. Nice. Okay. So obviously at this point, this room's in an obnoxious place, so we're just gonna move it. Flip it around. Plop it there. Boom. What are we gonna do with this? Guess what? We're gonna move it too, because it's also in a pretty obnoxious place. And I'm actually gonna put it here. So that's why, like, if you've ever used Lego, you know, Lego, putting the pieces together, these rooms kind of fit together like Lego. It's almost like a form of Tetris. You can sit there and you can recombine them. Alright, now why did I do that specifically? Because this is a 3x3 waiting to happen. This is a little trick I use in some hospitals to stack rooms. And you put their doors 3 apart, and then you just plop rooms like this between them. Kind of saves space in some environments. Let's put a drinking fountain in here. Cool. I think I might need a nurse. Do I have any nurses? Nope, not yet. I hate all these nurses. Gross. Alright, let's hopefully I get a better nurse. Otherwise I might just have to take what I can get and just kind of cancel. Ugh, I have to upgrade a machine. Oh, so to upgrade a machine you need a janitor with upgrade, which is what this guy has. And this is the only machine I have. So I'm gonna upgrade it. And
Pharmacy. Calling nurse.
apparently I did not get any nurses. What the heck was that, guys? I cleared the nurse queue, and they didn't send me a new nurse. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Wow. Wow. Come on, man. Where's my nurse? You also cleared the janitor queue,
Nurse
I noticed.
wanted on the ward.
Yeah, nurse wanted everywhere. I need nurses. Oh, good. Perfect. Rookie. My favorite. He's gonna go in the ward. So does she. No, it's a he. He's gonna go in the ward because this is under construction. So when you're upgrading a machine, it goes under construction just like this. There's a timer. The higher your guy has in this qualification. Wait. Whoa. When I hired this guy, why do I have? I have too many of these guys. Fire this guy. I don't need him. Have this guy. Alright, cool. Alright, now my drug mister's ready to go. Let's get a new nurse. Ugh, terrible. But it's a ward nurse, so it's kind of excusable. And then we're gonna do that little trick. So, at the end of the video yesterday, I'm sorry, I forgot to apologize for this. The video got a little sketchy because it was so big. And that is my fault for not controlling it better. Basically, we were looking at these stats and we were just saying how, oh yeah, don't do this, do that. And I was saying you can allocate these things. And it started skipping. The audio didn't skip, but the video did because it was too high quality. So, fixed it. Hopefully it doesn't do that anymore. But I couldn't fix the video yesterday. It was just a compression issue and it was recorded. There's nothing I can do. I didn't feel like re-recording it, so last minute and a half of the video or so, the video's not very smooth, but the audio's fine, so you can still listen to what I was doing. Alright, so now you can see things are just kind of like coming along. There's this thing called Pan's Lab. Now, this 1, 2, 3 here is kind of like the trifecta. When you have a GP's office, a psych's office, and a ward, you can almost diagnose every single thing in the game. Let me repeat. When you have a GP's office, a psych office, and a ward, you can almost diagnose every single thing in the game. Now, you have to have a high-level ward nurse, and you have to have a high-level psych, and a high-level GP, so they can unlock the higher-level things because they're better at diagnostics. But they can do it. The only other thing is if you had like what's called a DNA machine or something like that, DNA lab, that is the only other thing you need. The reason why they're all cool, the DNA lab, the ward, and the psych office are awesome is because they also treat illnesses. Illnesses get you way more money than diagnostics do. There's literally 10 times the amount of money in curing things than there is in finding out how to cure them. And that's important because this game ultimately is still about running a business and making money. Alright. And if you don't do that, then you lose. Alright, so notice Pan's lab is a 4x4. It's the first 4x4 room. 4x4 rooms are really annoying because they take up so much space. This one's kind of cool because of how it's shaped. If you notice, it has a couple things to it. That little yellow stripy thing in the middle is where they stand, so you want to line that up with the door, which would be around right here, so they walk right in and they go straight to it. And you can kind of tweak that a little bit. Again, optimizing. They walk straight in. Cool. And let's throw a drinking fountain back here. Now, I have some kudosh, so I'm actually going to buy a chair, which sounds dumb. Ooh, yeah, we got new stuff. Downloaded a few things. If you notice any of these custom things that I downloaded, cool. I got them from Steam Workshop. You can get them too. I am not going to say who they belong to because I'm not sure I can, but otherwise, you can probably figure it out. Alright, this is a chair. So, in rooms where, unlike this one where they have a chair, they don't have a chair, you should add a chair. Quite simply, it actually helps your employees when they are not working. They can be sitting, and if they're sitting, then they don't get tired as quickly. And the longer they're not tired, then the longer they can work. You know what I just realized? I do have an assistant. I was gonna say if I don't have an assistant, that would be like major rookie move. Okay, so I have the Pan's lab. I'm gonna need another doctor. This is a doctor room. It requires a treatment doctor. Oh, look at this, a double treatment doctor. That's fantastic. And while I'm at it, let's fix a few things here. We're gonna make sure the right people are in the right rooms. So we're gonna say our psychiatrist can only do psychiatry, our treatment doctor can only do treatment, which would be deluxe if we had it, and Pan's lab. And this guy, who's basically our GP, is just gonna hang out in the GP's office. That'll make sure things stay pretty efficient. Alright, for the most part, looks like we're good here. Now it says own 2 buildings, so if you zoom out, you'll notice I don't have, quote, 2 buildings. These are actually plots that you can buy. So you can see plot 2 is 50, plot 3 is 25, plot 4 is 75. So this is cheap. Let's buy it. Click on it, click this. It takes 15 days, as you can see, before it works. Go ahead and speed up the game a little bit. Oh, those are staff challenges. So these staff challenges, I'm not going to make 100 grand in 90 days. But if you do, that's how you get bonus kudosh. You get bonus reputation. You can get science points for research. It's a lot of advantages to it. Alright. By the way, upgrading your stuff makes it more effective. So when you upgrade your drug mixer, upgrade your machines, and you'll unlock the ability to upgrade other machines, it actually makes them better. So upgrading this makes it more effective at curing people's illnesses. Okay. Looks like my queue is getting a bit big. Copy this. Here. Like this. Ah, those little hallways. Beautiful. Such a weird layout. Kind of think it's crazy. Alright, cool. Hospital level 6. Perfect. Bugworts. Another illness. Okay. Still got a few more patients in Pan's lab. So, the way we are actually going to get there is we're just going to make a couple more rooms. Build another ward, for example. That'll give me some more levels. Build another psych office. That'll get me more levels. Another bathroom. Sounds cool, right? Ugh, my layouts. This is a terrible layout. I'm not really caring. The first star at any hospital, for the most part, your layout, it doesn't really even matter.
I have only one word to say to
because
you
you can
today.
always go back. All right,
Trousers,
perfect. So,
people.
what we just got. I'm gonna pause
Trousers.
this for a second. So
They
this
ought to
pandemic.
be worn at all times.
Trousers.
Protecting against
Yes,
sunburn
trousers should be
and
worn at all
Nobly-Neat
time.
syndrome.
They protect against nudity too.
Pandemic patients on the way.
All right, let's see what we got here. So pandemic, it's basically they dump a bunch of people in your hospital. It's the old school emergency. If you played the predecessor to this game, Theme Hospital. I think I can say that right. If I didn't, oh well, I already said it. But you know what I'm talking about. They used to have emergencies. The helicopter would land. People would get out with little flashing lights over their head. Well, guess what? They do that too, and you'll see the guys with flashing lights. As a matter of fact, push this over the edge. And I'm gonna need more doctors anyway. So let me just see if I can get like another doctor. I'm gonna hire 2 more doctors. Just because I got 2 guys here. And I'm gonna build another one of these. Just because I kinda can. Perfect. Now because that's annoying. Pick up this room. Put it here. Oh, cool.
Radio has arrived.
Looks like I need a deluxe clinic finally. And there's 1 star. So that's it. I got 100 kudos, 10,000. Dear Hospital, congratulations on being awarded 1 star rating by 2-point ministry. I unlocked flattering, I unlocked cardiology, and deluxe level 2. Cool. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and save this video, post it, and we will do 1 star on flattering. See you next time.